Morning, guys. I normally don't do this. It's a Wednesday, I'm waking up, my head hurts, I'm tired. I may have gone to a Halloween party, and I may have gotten terrible sleep. But that doesn't matter. What matters is what we do with the rest of the day. That needs to come down. Fook and I headed to do a pull workout. We got Anthony, I don't know if you guys can see him back there. The squadron, he's following us back there. Always wear your seatbelt. I'm not gonna take you guys for the full workout. I'm gonna throw in some clips of that workout right now. All right, what is up, boys and girls? Today we're about to lay down how to build some mother freaking big old lats, how to build some strong lats. For you guys that don't know, the latissimus dorsi is one of the biggest muscles in your body, starting at the upper arms and working its way all the way down to your hips. This is not only an incredibly powerful muscle, that kind of goes without saying, but also if you're into bodybuilding and you're looking to build a physique that's inspiring or that's just awesome all around, having big lats is going to be one of the biggest pillars in building a solid physique. And so today that's what we're going to focus on. I'm doing a pull back day, but I'm putting a lot of my emphasis purely on my lats. And so what we're doing here is we're actually going to start with pull-ups. This is the staple in pretty much any pulling routine, and you can't go wrong with it. That's a reason it's such a staple movement. It's really nice to progress on. You can use a belt and a chain and put on some extra weight. This is just all around a great movement. So what I'm doing is I'm starting off with 4 to 5 sets of just body weight. We're going wide grip because it's incredibly important that we're bringing those elbows into our sides. Because there's 2 ways to activate the lats. You can do it by pulling your elbows behind your back or pulling your elbows into your side. We're doing the secondary one. We're pulling our elbows into the side, which is something that gets neglected by most people. A lot of people do not do wide grip pull-ups, even though there's so much out there supporting the fact that wide grip pull-ups do activate more of your lats. It seems like most people just kind of neglect that fact. So we're doing these wide pull-ups here, and if you guys have ever looked at an anatomy chart of the latissimus dorsi, if you've seen the muscle fibers actually run horizontally. And the funny thing is, all pulling movements are going to be going vertical. So this is where the trick comes into actually working your lats in a better function, is on any pulling movement, specifically pull-ups, what you want to envision at the top of the motion when you're pulling yourself all the way up is bending the bar and squeezing your elbows in. What this is going to do is it's actually going to engage more of those horizontal muscle fibers. So you're going to be, for lack of a better word, speaking the language of the lats, and that's what we want to do here. So we're going to pull vertically, get to the top of the movement, pull our elbows in, and pretend like we're bending that pull-up bar, and that is going to be the biggest emphasis right there. That's what's really going to make the difference in engaging the lats. So we did 4 to 5 sets of body weight, then I did 2 sets of weighted wide grip. For the body weight ones, if you're getting past the 15 rep range, you're going to want to throw in some weight. And so I was getting in like the 12 to 14 rep range. But the thing is, if you guys have the strength to do regular pull-ups, you might be surprised at how much weaker you're going to be doing this function where you're actually trying to bend the bar. It's going to exhaust you. It's going to take a lot of energy out. So you might have to calm it down a little bit and lay off the weight for a little bit if this is a new movement for you. Next, we're moving on to this overhead cable standing pull. I don't really know what to call this bad boy, but this is one of my staples for developing my lats. So you'll see a lot of guys do a seated cable row, and they'll attempt to mimic this movement by arching their back and pulling it forward and letting the weight pull their arms over their head. The problem with this is it can put a ton of stress on your lower back, and I don't think it's all as effective as it is like this, because you can get that full pull over your head and over your shoulders, and then you want to drive that weight down to your belly button. What I like about this is you're hitting multiple points of the lat. You're driving it to your belly button, you're going to be hitting your lower lat, which is underdeveloped on most people, and then pulling it over your head, you're going to get this nice squeeze. And then pulling it over your head, you're going to get this incredible stretch in your lats. So you really want to keep tempo on this movement. Stay slow, let the weight pull you up on the negative, and then explode on the positive and squeeze once you get to your belly button. This one right here is a staple. Next, I move to machine lat pull down. Again, it's the same concept here. We're really utilizing the idea of squeezing that bar and bending that bar into our lats. And really, that's the basis of all of these lat movements that we're doing here. They're all pulling movements, and we just want to focus on talking to our lats, speaking the language of the lats, if you will. And the way we're doing that on these pull downs is by squeezing that bar, metaphorically squeezing it and driving our elbows in, and also keeping a wide grip. If you guys notice, I'm gripping all the way at the very end of the bar, which I know for some people does hurt their shoulders. And if that's the case, lighten the weight up a little bit, focus on that squeeze, and keep good tempo. And that should take a lot of the strain off your guys' shoulders. So yeah, that was the workout right there. Had a couple other movements, but that's not really the point of this. What I wanted to explain to you guys is how to properly engage your lats. All right, workout done.